Hello Year 1. Today we are going to be carrying on with our addition to 20, but using a different method. So on Monday and Tuesday you were using the first, then, now problems. But now we are going to be looking at our number bonds to 10 to help us with our addition. But first we need to find all of our number bonds to 10. So I have my tens frame here. Now we know with the tens frame there are already 10 counters. So let's have a look. How many red counters do I have? I have 10. How many yellow do I have? I have 0. So 10 add 0 equals 10. So that's our first number bond. But what happens if I change one of the red counters to yellow? How many red counters do I have now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 red counters. How many yellow? I have 1. So 9 add 1 equals 10. What happens if I turn another counter from red to yellow? How many red counters do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have 8 red counters. How many yellow do I have? 1, 2. So 8 add 2 equals 10. Let's turn another red counter to yellow. How many red do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 red counters. And how many yellow? 1, 2, 3. I have 3 yellow. So 7 add 3 equals 10. Can you spot a pattern? I can see that each time that I'm changing the red counters to yellow, the red counters are getting smaller, the value is getting smaller, but the number of yellow counters is getting bigger. Let's see if the pattern continues. So let's turn another red counter to yellow. How many red counters do I have now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have 6 red counters. And how many yellow? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 4 yellow. So 6 add 4 equals 10. It's carried on the pattern. Let's see if it still continues. So let's turn another red counter to yellow. Oh, that's a fun pattern. Let's see how many red we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 5 red counters. How many yellow do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The same number. So 5 add 5 equals 10. Let's turn another red counter around to make it yellow. How many red counters do I have now? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 4 red counters. How many yellow do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have 6. So 4 add 6 equals 10. Let's turn another red counter to yellow. How many red counters do I have? 1, 2, 3. And how many yellow do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 3 add 7 equals 10. Let's turn another red counter around. How many red counters do I have left? 1, 2. So I have 2 red counters. And how many yellow? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 2 add 8 equals 10. I'm going to turn another red counter around now. How many red counters can you see? 1. So I have 1 red counter, and how many yellow? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 1 add 9 equals 10. Or we've got 1 last red counter left. So let's turn that around. How many red counters do I have? I have 0 red counters. How many yellow? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 0 add 10 equals 10. Let's see if our pattern continued. So we had 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So each time we changed a red counter, the numbers got smaller. Let's have a look at our yellow counters. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But each time we changed the red counter to a yellow, the yellow counters got bigger. I can spot another pattern. 10 add 0 equals 10, and 0 add 10 equals 10. Can you spot any more? I've got 9 add 1 equals 10, and 1 add 9 equals 10. 8 add 2 equals 10, and 2 add 8 equals 10. So they're the same numbers. They've just swapped, so we have 7 add 3 equals 10, and 3 add 7 equals 10. And then 6 add 4 equals 10, and 4 add 6 equals 10. That's fantastic. We've got all of our number bonds to 10 now. So I've got an example one here. Let's have a look. We have 1, 2, 3 yellow counters. How many red? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let me rub off our number bonds. How many yellow did I have again? 1, 2, 3. And how many red did I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 3 counters are yellow, and 7 counters are red. So how many counters do we have altogether? Now remember, this is a tens frame, so we must have 10 counters altogether, because look, it's our number bond. 3 add 7 equals 10. So there are 10 counters altogether. How about if I add another tens frame? So let's have a look. How many yellow counters do I have now? Well, we already know. How many counters are in here again? If it's a tens frame, there must be 10. So we can use our prior knowledge of knowing that there's 10 already in here and just count on. So we have 10, 11, 12, 13. So we now have 13 counters as yellow. And how many are red? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we still have 7 counters as red. How many do we have all together now? So let's check. So remember, there's already 10 here, so we can just count on. So we have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We have 20 counters all together now. So let's put that into a number sentence. So we need to add them all together. So we have 13 counters are yellow. So first there were 13 counters. Then, how many red were there? There were 7. So we have to add 7 on. And now, how many do we have in total? Oh, I forgot to put all together, but we have 20 counters all together. But how many did we have to start off with when we just had the tens frame? Let's put this one into a number sentence. Well, we had 3 counters were yellow, and there were 7 counters are red, and there were 10 counters altogether. Can you spot a pattern? 3 add 7 equals 10, but 13 add 7 equals 20. We have some worksheets for you to complete now on your tens frames and working out how many counters are red and how many counters are blue and putting them into a number sentence. And I want to see if you can spot a pattern and explain it to me.